Text me your address.
What?
This is my number. I'll come over
Is
after
this
work.
thing on? Hello? Can you hear me? No. You will not.
See you then.
Okay, Sistas fans, despite rejecting Preston's proposal, which I wholeheartedly agree with, it seems like a good idea for him to be there just a little bit longer, just because of the fact that I am actually kind of afraid for Danni, because something tells me that at some point Q might actually try to follow her home. You just never know. I mean, he was pretty adamant for pressing her to invite him over so they can chill, get high, order some takeout or whatever, because we know he's looking for a place to stay. And I feel like, the more she says no, the more he's going to try to, squeeze his way into the front door, but he isn't going to know that Preston's there. Can you imagine if Q came over or followed her home? Preston got the wrong idea, like, oh wow, so she said no to my proposal, but here she is inviting other men up in here, so he decides to leave because Q's like a roach. Once he comes in, he ain't going out. He's going to invite all of his other friends to come on in, and it's going to be an infestation of crackheads. And Danni, while you could argue she might try to fight him, I feel like she would probably have a good time getting high with everybody else, but that's just me. But yeah, I'm actually a bit afraid. I mean, first you got Jonah not knowing if he's going to pop up again because he knows where Danni lives. And now you got Q trying to get her address. So folks, this ain't a good idea. I want to say that Danni's going to keep her good sense as well as her senses about feeling something's off with Q and not text him her address. But I don't know. I mean, I just feel like the more she goes down the rabbit hole of being upset at Preston, she'll resort to her old habits and invite him over at some point. I really hope she doesn't, but you just never know. But yeah, like I said, I'm actually kind of worried for Danni because it might be an involuntary situation where Q brings himself over to the house. So what do you think? Do you think Q is going to randomly pop up on his own? Or do you think Danni's going to willingly invite him over like she did with Jonah? Like and subscribe, follow me on social media, and I'll talk to you in the next one.